Hi everybody, Eric with Timber Creek Collective here. Wanted to take a moment to talk through Mountain Road. This is the second piece that I ever did, and unfortunately I was not recording or filming my creations at the time, so I don't have a video to show you, but I thought I would take a moment and kind of talk through the piece with you, what my inspiration was and kind of how it came to be and how I went about creating it. So the edges here are reclaimed pallet wood, and then I brought out the texture in the wood and some of the features of the wood using a torch. And I don't char it, but I get it just like a toasty brown color, and it really pops out some different textures and patterns that make it kind of look like high desert grass, if you've ever been in an area that has that. I really like the way that part turned out. This center portion here, I used the vinegar and quadruple aught steel wool, the secret sauce as I call it. It gave a really nice rust color, and I also did thinner strips here to give the feel that it's further in the distance than what these are. So basically you're looking through a valley at an area down below. And then the road itself is more pallet wood, but I cut it on angles that complemented each other and gave this effect that they taper down to a point right where the horizon meets the base of the mountains. So I was really happy with the way that turned out. Calculating the angles on that, it's been a long time since I've had geometry or trigonometry to be able to figure those out. So I did finally get it adjusted to where I was happy with it. Now the mountains, again, are 3/4 inch strips, just like this area. It is reclaimed pallet wood, again with the stain of quadruple aught steel wool and vinegar. And then you'll notice the shaded areas are a little bit darker. I actually have a stain called Old Barrel, and it's a deeper gray stain, but on top of the rust, it gives kind of a medium brown and some darker brown tones for the shaded portion, so the light is actually coming from this side. So that's what I use to get that darker effect kind of on the back side of the mountains. And then I use the torch to delineate ridge lines, both between the mountains for depth, and then the ridge lines on each peak. So the sky, to quote Bob Ross, there's no accidents, or there's no mistakes, but only happy accidents. So this piece, the biggest thing I learned is don't trace the shape that you want the mountains to be with permanent marker, because it soaks into the wood, you can't sand it out, it's very difficult to cover up, and the white background or the white base for the sky, I was actually trying to cover up a permanent marker. And it did okay, but it's still visible, especially since I know it's there. But the white was just too much. Like it was way too much contrast, and just really kind of overrode everything else that was going on in the picture. So I have a kind of a greenish blue or grayish blue stain for wood. It's an oil base. It's called Fishing Village. And so I began with a brush, kind of brushing it on, and that was way too much. But I did notice that with every movement I made of the brush, it followed that contour and left a mark. And that got me thinking about clouds. You know, when they blow over a peak, a lot of times they'll curl over in the turbulence of the wind as it goes over the peak. And I thought, man, I could really use that. And because it's an oil on top of the white acrylic, it didn't soak in and it didn't dry right away, so that gave me a little time to kind of work it and kind of play with it. So I ended up taking the paper towel and smearing it on there lightly, and then I would work it in circles and in patterns that look like the wind is whipping. You'll see some marks up here. It looks like the wind is doing this, much like you would get with the wind hitting the side of the mountain. The color of it is either a gray rainy day or maybe there's a snowstorm on the way. But I was really pleased with the way it turned out, considering that my initial intent was to cover up a mistake that I had made. And this one actually lives on my mantle. It could be had if this is the exact piece that someone really decides that is the one for them. Just shoot me a comment and we can go from there. But anyway, I appreciate your encouragement and your support. Thank you guys so much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. And I will be bringing you more videos. Until then, stay safe. See you soon.